Carved out of a hillside in West Virginia, there's a training facility that blows most others out of the water.
We have real vehicles we're responding to, real fires for the fire department, and actual live agents, chemical agents, and biological agents for us to sample.
The training ground is the Center for National Response, and every year, airmen from the Air Force District of Washington conduct the annual exercise known as Black Flag.
This will actually be our 5th year, so we really found a great spot to do our training and exercising.
And if you think this is a small or even average-sized training site, think again.
There's a tanker car in there where you can go up, practice hazmat. They have a mock post office set up. They have a couple of different types of labs set up, such as something you might see in somebody's home, somebody trying to create something there, or an actual pro lab, they call it, or a professional style lab where they have all the equipment you would see in an actual laboratory. And further on, they also have a recreation of an example of an Afghanistan tunnel. Core lighting shows, a munition storage area where you can go in and find stuff. And then at the very end of the tunnel is what they call the rubble room, which is where they have a bunch of concrete, trash cars all stacked up to simulate a building explosion that collapsed on vehicles, people, and fire department can go and pull bodies out, and we can go in and sample if there's any kind of residual hazards. Maybe there was a chemical released with the explosion or some kind of other hazard.
Since all of these training exercises are about as close as you can get to a real-world situation, there are some definite positive results in the work of the airmen who participate.
Well, the real world that we've had, like white powder incidents and things like that, they're much quicker and much more prepared to be able to react to the real world response and be able to get the incident commander the information he needs in a more timely manner.
So how does the Memorial Tunnel Training Facility compare to other emergency training venues around the Air Force?
There's nowhere on any Air Force base where they just have 3-4 ton concrete blocks just thrown all around, which is really cool. They smoke it up and it really makes a good environment, something that we don't ever get to practice.
And what do the airmen who work in emergency services think about their time training here?
I learn every time I come out, and I hope that I can use it during a real-world response.
Reporting for Joint Base Andrews from wild and wonderful West Virginia, I'm Airman First Class Daniel Burkhardt.